Welcome to another poem on Killing a Tree by Jeev Patel from Class 9 Beehive. Jeev Patel's poem on killing a tree is an environmental allegory that argues against the destruction of nature, portraying the act of killing a tree as a brutal, lengthy process that requires more than a simple cut. The poem emphasizes that trees are living beings with deep roots and strength, and to truly destroy them, one must uproot them, expose their sensitive roots to the sun, and let them wither and die from a complete severance from the earth. This Patel suggests is a metaphor for how deep seated problems like oppression must be rooted out from the society to be truly solved instead of the trees. An allegory is a story, picture, or the other work of art in which the characters and events represent abstract ideas or concepts such as good versus evil, as the poet has used in the poem. एलिगरी का अर्थ होता है कि ऐसी कहानी, नाटक या चित्र जिसमें पात्र या घटनाएं किसी छिपे हुए नैतिक दृश्य को दर्शाते हैं. On killing a tree uses the lengthy, cruel process of destroying a tree as an allegory for humanity's destructive tendencies and the resilience of nature, equating the tree killing with killing a person. जीव पटेल की कविता ऑन किलिंग अ ट्री में पेड़ों को मारने के क्रूर और कठिन कार्य के बारे में बताया गया है, जिसमें पोएट का मानना है कि केवल पेड़ को काटना ही काफी नहीं है, बल्कि उसकी जड़ों को भी पूरी तरह से उखाड़ना पड़ता है. ये कविता बताती है कि पेड़ एक जीवित प्राणी की तरह हैं, जिन्हें गहरा नुकसान पहुंचाना और मारना एक बहुत ही हिंसक प्रक्रिया है, और कवि ये संदेश देते हैं कि पेड़ों को नुकसान नहीं पहुंचाना चाहिए. Coming back to the poem. It takes much time to kill a tree. Not a simple jab of knife will do it. It has grown, slowly consuming the earth, rising out of it, feeding upon its crust, absorbing years of sunlight, air, water, and out of its leprous hide, sprouting leaves. Now the meaning of jab. Jab is to push at somebody or something with a sudden rough movement, usually with a sharp object. And leprous hide refers to the tree's bark, described as rough and scaly. This is very important, similar to the skin affected by leprosy. कुष्ठ रोग से प्रभावित या रोगग्रस्त त्वचा. Hide refers to the outer layer or the bark of the tree, and the phrase is used in the poem to show an irony that while leprosy, the disease, will cause decay, the tree's leprous hide is where the new life, the leaves sprout, showing the nature's ability to regenerate. So, in the opening lines, the poet tells that killing a tree is not a quick process like stabbing it or killing it with a simple jab. The tree will not die in a simple way. A tree takes years to grow, feeding on the earth, sunlight, air, and water. Hacking and chopping, wounding the bark will not kill it. The tree will bleed, but its bark will again heal, and the new green twigs will grow, eventually returning to their former size. So the tree has the power to regrow from the wounded part. This is the great capability of the nature to heal itself. एक पेड़ को मारने में बहुत समय लगता है. चाकू का एक साधारण वार काफी नहीं है. वह धीरे धीरे पृथ्वी से पोषण लेकर बड़ा हुआ है, और उसकी छाल यानी कि उसकी जो हाइड है, उससे दोबारा से पत्ते यानी कि नया जीवन दोबारा से निकलना शुरू हो जाता है. पोएट ये बताते हैं कि पेड़ कितना मजबूत और जीवंत होता है, जिसे केवल काटने से तो मारा जा ही नहीं सकता है. वह समय के साथ विकसित होता है, सूरज, हवा और पानी सोखकर ताकतवर बनता है, जो उसकी सहन शक्ति को दिखाता है कि पेड़ कितना रेजिलिएंट है. So hack and chop, but this alone won't do it. Not so much pain will do it. The bleeding bark will heal, and from close to the ground will rise curled green twigs, miniature boughs, which, if unchecked, will expand to the former size. Again, in this stanza, the poet is telling how resilient the trees are. इसीलिए काटते रहो, लेकिन सिर्फ इससे काम बनेगा ही नहीं. इतना दर्द भी उसे नहीं मारेगा. जहाँ चाकू लगा है वहां से काला खून यानी कि पेड़ से जो रस निकलता है वो रिश्ता रहेगा. लेकिन घायल छाल से, घायल हाइट से, वुंडेड हाइट से हरा तना फिर से उगाता है, और जल्द ही कई शाखाएं और छोटे पत्ते भी निकल आते हैं. दिस शोज दैट द ट्री हैज़ द लाइफ पावर. पेड़ की जीवन शक्ति कितनी प्रबल है. बाहरी चोटें उसे नहीं मार पाती हैं, वह खुद को ठीक ठीक कर लेता है और फिर से बढ़ने लगता है, ठीक जैसे एक घायल व्यक्ति दोबारा से ठीक होकर फिर से पूरी तरह से स्वस्थ हो जाता है. The speaker acknowledges that people might cut and strike the tree repeatedly, hack and chop, but asserts forcefully that these methods alone are ineffective in completely destroying the tree. The tree is not easily defeated by these simple procedures of hacking and chopping. The nature is very resilient. The cutting causes minimal pain to the tree. The poet personifies tree as a person. A dark sap-like substance, blood black, oozes from the fresh cuts on the bark. This imagery evokes a wound inflicted on a living creature as if a living creature has been injured and blood is bleeding, emphasizing the violence of the act while simultaneously showing that the tree has the capability to heal. The tree immediately begins to heal and regenerate also. New life, represented by green twigs, starts to emerge directly from the damaged and wounded bark. This highlights the nature's powerful inherent drive to survive and repair itself from the damage. These new shoots quickly develop into a full recovery, growing into many branches and abundant green and tiny leaves, eventually restoring the tree to its original size and strength. The process implies that superficial damage, outer damage, will only lead to further regeneration unless actually the main cause, that is the root, that is the actual strength of the tree, is damaged and attacked. The root is where the actual strength of the tree lies. So, further he tells, no, the root is to be pulled out of the anchoring earth. It is to be roped, tied, and pulled out, snapped out, or pulled out entirely, out from the earth cave, and the strength of the tree exposed, the source, white and wet, the most sensitive, hidden for years inside the earth. Now, the poet has depicted how brutally the root should be uprooted. Anchoring earth means the soil that firmly holds the tree, providing support and nourishment like an anchor for the ship. And the earth cave means the hidden protective space within the earth where the root is residing. And the strength of the tree is exposed when the roots are pulled out from this earth cave, and it will reveal the vital core of the tree. The poet describes the brutal, detailed process of uprooting a tree in this previous paragraph to kill it from inside the soil, emphasizing that simply cutting it isn't enough. One must completely sever its connection to the earth, exposing its hidden, vulnerable core, that are the roots, to wither and die, revealing the intense effort needed to destroy nature's resilience. Just cutting the tree is not enough to kill it. Its root must be pulled out completely, removed from the earth that holds and nourishes it like an anchor. To pull the roots out, the tree must be tied with a rope. This suggests the use of extreme force and effort. The tree must be dragged and pulled with great strength until its roots completely snap and break free from the soil. The roots must be completely uprooted, not just partially removed. Only then can the tree be destroyed permanently. The root is hidden deep inside the earth like in a cave. The poet shows how safe and protected the roots usually are underground. Once the roots come out, the real strength of the tree is exposed because the roots are its foundation and life source. The root is described as white and moist, showing the living tissue is present in the roots. The root is the most delicate and vulnerable part of the tree, normally protected under the soil, away from the sunlight and danger. It has lived underground for many years, quietly and strongly supporting the tree throughout its lifespan. इन पंक्तियों में पोएट यही बताते हैं कि पेड़ की जड़ को जमीन से उखाड़ने की प्रक्रिया एक बेहद ही जीवंत और प्रतीकात्मक तरीके से उन्होंने इसको दर्शाया है। पोएट ये कहते हैं कि जड़ को उस धरती से खींचकर बाहर निकालना है जहां वह वर्षों से मजबूती से जमी हुई है। उसे रस्सियों से बांधकर जोर से खींचा जाता है, जिससे वह या तो झटके से टूट जाती है या पूरी तरह से ही एक बार में ही बाहर आ जाती है। जड़ मिट्टी की गुफानुमा परतों के भीतर छिपी रहती है, लेकिन जब उसे बाहर निकाला जाता है तो पेड़ की असली ताकत सामने आ जाती है। मतलब असली ताकत उस जड़ को कितने परिश्रम से ही निकाला जा सकता है, सहजता से नहीं निकाल सकते हैं। उसकी भीतरी जड़ सफ़ेद, गीली और बहुत संवेदनशील है और जीवंत भी है। Then the matter of scorching and choking in sun and air, browning, hardening, twisting, withering, and then it is done. These lines describe what happens to a tree's root after it has been pulled out of the earth. Once the root is exposed, it begins to suffer in the harsh environment. The poet says it faces scorching heat and choking dryness in the open sun and air. Without the protection of the soil, the root starts to turn brown, becomes hard, and loses its softness. It twists, dries up, and gradually withers away. All its life giving moisture and strength fade away. Finally, the process ends. The once living root is completely dead. This passage shows how something that survives strongly under the surface becomes fragile and lifeless once exposed and removed from its natural environment. Where the roots were living for such a long time, they had been dug up and they had been tied and then they had been snapped away from the earth. इन पंक्तियों में बताया गया है कि जब पेड़ की जड़ को मिट्टी से उखाड़कर बाहर छोड़ दिया जाता है, तो उनका दुखद अंत कैसे होता है। मिट्टी की सुरक्षा हट जाने पर वह तेज धूप में जलने लगती है और खुली हवा में सूखकर जैसे उसका दम घुट जाता है। धीरे-धीरे उसकी ताजगी खत्म हो जाती है और वह भूरी पड़ने लगती है। जड़ मुलायम होने के बजाय सख्त हो जाती है, मुरझाकर मुड़ती तिरछी होती जाती है और अंत में पूरी तरह से सूख जाती है। इस प्रकार उसका जीवन समाप्त हो जाता है। यह पूर्ण वर्णन दिखाता है कि अपनी प्राकृतिक जगह से अलग होने पर कोई भी जीवित चीज़ अपना जीवन खो देती है। The central theme of this poem on killing a tree is the violence and destruction humans inflict on nature and how difficult and brutal it is to completely destroy a living tree. The poem highlights that a tree is not just a piece of wood but a living organism with deep living roots, strength, and resilience. Patel shows that cutting it with a knife or axe is not enough. Its real life lies hidden inside the earth in its root. So, this brings us to the end of this poem. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for more such explanations.